got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check out. 5, 49. Yeah. Ready to hit. Switch.
Luck on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now a handoff looking right. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Bring it. Go.
3rd and long, it's Luck. He is going to find Hill here. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. He's coming. Go ahead. Call.
Back to throw. Love. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they ended up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Henry.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Let's go.
Here's Brissett. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Love. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, if you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Wide, 622. I got you, son.
Look now to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is locked. It's Kelsey on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That one complete to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and 5.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the kick by Butker is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let her go. Ready.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
95 to 6. No, check.
In your face.
After the interception, it's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Hey, give me a second, brother. Hold on, give me a second. Come on, man. Give me a minute now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A toss play, Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Brissett. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Good job.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Love. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Love. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this down to the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go, baby.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Butker able to put this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And shedding through the tackle.
That's it, baby. We got work.
1st and 10 at their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Shit, watch the shit.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Jamie Gillandale as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to loft one deep and got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
He's telling you right, tell him right. We got three, fellas, we got 3.
Brissett sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster. And now they're left with 3rd and long. Throwing. Brissett. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
We got this.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I'm here all day. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Coming this way, here we go.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Wide, get wide.
They'll try the air now with Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Got a man, it's Allen.
Get lucky, boy.
Touchdown. Keenan Allen, 39 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, here's Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off of play action, Luck escaping the pressure right, and he's going to keep it here. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And to give this time to the tailback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from it.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play fake, Brissett. Going deep here for Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Luck. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Luck. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
95 is a sack. He's Mike. Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. He's going to fire one deep over the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Luck. Now look at this.
What the fuck was that, Luck?
Oh
my God, dude. You are
Desmond King picks it.
Man. How you...
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Brissett. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's done. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Brissett looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. And in this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count. So I need it in a big way. And we can't hire anyone to help us out. So hopefully I'm reading it correctly. I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Kansas City, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. Now they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston.